is Matthew, or you can call me Blackbeard, and we are going to be playing some Madden NFL Football 19. Um, this is
Select the team you want to join.
franchise mode, which is where you can pick your own player, and that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'm going to be. I haven't really thought of this. Um, but okay. What team should I be? Hmm. Okay. I'm confused. I don't know what team I should be. Aha.
Start your
I'm gonna be
season with
Vikings.
recommended settings. If you wish to change
I am
roles or
also gonna
adjust
be a
options,
player.
use the tiles on the right.
Create a player. I don't know. In real life, I want to be a running back. Be elusive. Early, obviously. Okay. Alabama. Alabama. I'm gonna be 6'3" because I want to. This looks like me, right? 13-year-old. Okay, I'm gonna just do that. Seems about right. I have pretty big calves. Ow. Yeah, the mask. See, that's good though. None of that. Hell. Okay. It's good. Left wrist. Okay. How these tucked. If you don't know what these shoes are the Jordan 11s. If you don't know what the Jordan 11s are, if you ever watched Looney Tunes, those are the shoes. Plant that. Okay. if you don't know, I'm gonna be playing these on live stream, so there's no cuts, no nothing, and
Start
yeah.
your week by installing your game plan.
So start off, I'm gonna see our team schedule. Preseason 3-1, okay.
Kick your season off by starting your first.
Our goal is for this year to be the Rookie of the Year, or MVP of the Year.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is
best running back of the
who's
year.
ready to work? I'm ready to work. Are you ready to work? If you are, then go out. Like that.
Outside one. Oh my goodness. I had to run off the bed actually. I know it's still practice, but we can still get some pretty good plays. I am playing on Opera because all Madden is just way too difficult for me, and I don't think I will be able to play on that. Same run again. I want to see what the line is gonna be like, cause I'm usually gonna be playing some outside runs. Oh crap! Keep in mind we are a elusive back. So that means I'm speedy, I'm not a big of a power back. So that means I will be working on my power back skills instead of my elusive skills, my receiving skills.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
So if you don't know what that is, it will show up here. Okay, my stats. Oh no, not my stats. Okay. Okay. Ratings. There's my stats right there. Pretty speedy. My juke move, my spin move, my elusiveness is pretty good. And that's pretty good right over there. I'm gonna be a kick returner. I'm facing the freaking San Francisco 49ers. I'd be careful for Richard Sherman and Linval, or not Linval, whatever the other guy's name is. Reuben Foster.
The Kirk Cousins era begins in Minnesota. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA.
Really interesting about it. I am going to be only playing one game.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
First play.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Oh, now he bowls him over. He's still on his feet. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big one there for the Vikings. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw is Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20.
They're going to kick the ball. Hopefully they get it. Yes, they do. And we're down by 4. Hopefully we can get some good blocking on this play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Of course I'm going to accept that.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Cousins the thrower. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He got 29 yards that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they'll run it here. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
My stick here. Morgan. Second. Drag route.
Now Cousins. For Kirk Cousins, it's his first touchdown pass as a Minnesota Viking. As his guys have...
Touchdown. It's now up with. We gotta get a touchdown. We actually turned the ball over, so we do get it at the 26-yard line with 1 minute left on the clock.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they're running right through it. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Cousins can do this.
They come out here in the eye. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Cousins, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'm not going to do play action. This play we're actually just going to hopefully just I'm going to just pass blocks and just
Second down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Okay, we get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he throws him over. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
Rushing touchdown is on Minnesota Vikings. That excites me a little bit. Because we're only in the 2nd quarter still. 24-7. Maybe I have to up the ante. Maybe you have to up the ante a little bit and put on all Madden next stream.
And they'll go on the ground. And here now a spin. And now running right through it. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually use their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
The psychology of the game never...
And I feel like we can win as many games as well.
The Vikings heading out, and we'll have to see what the Falcons do this year, but we do know that the Vikings will not be the first team to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium because they had that shot last year, Charles. Came up short of the NFC title game, but this is a club that has retooled to make another run.
Still built defense first, in the image of their head coach, Mike Zimmer, and they have all-stars at every level. Start with Linval Joseph at defensive tackle. Move back to Anthony Barr at linebacker. Xavier Rhodes at cornerback. Harrison Smith at safety. They can do it all on defense. With the signing of Kirk Cousins on offense at quarterback, signals that this is a Vikings team that wants to open things up a little bit, get a little bit more explosive, and not have to play quite as many grinded-out games as they did in 2017.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So we're going to
and they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Now he will have a first down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They can't tackle it. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Cousins on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morgan. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Reuben Foster in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
We're going, let's go.
Cousins now on second down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Blitz.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I have 7 receptions for 77.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Offside. Defense.
Yep, offside on defense. Let's go.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
3rd and goal for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
3rd and long for Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
3rd quarter. Get the ball back now. They do score a touchdown. Did they score a touchdown?
And now out comes Minnesota.
6:49. Clock in the 4th quarter.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Because it's a 2-possession game. But
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
Doesn't know I'm freaking Odo Beckham. Thinks everybody's Odo Beckham. Not jumping like can't jump 20.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year. Week 1, you had the flop.
Because I know I did trash. Okay. All right.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your
Next
next
week
game.
we're going to be facing the Packers, and we're going to be away. So, yeah. They won the game against the Bears, I'm pretty sure. And I'm also going to do this. Go into league settings, put on all Madden. I'm on arcade mode, so that makes it so they don't get as much interceptions or fumbles as they usually should be in like competition mode or whatever it is, competitive mode or something. XP sliders, and just turn these all the way up. You know, I have backs all the way up. All the way up. Give me that. Okay. And, gameplay sliders. CPU, no. I'm gonna put the injuries at 10. To check the weekly awards, and we got NFC offense position of the week, and our other teammate got 2 interceptions and 7 tackles. We got 24 carries for 210 yards, 8.8 rushing average on yards. We get 1 rushing touchdown, 9 receptions for 76 receiving yards, 8.4 receiving yards. Whew. Okay. It's pretty good for a running back. But this is gonna conclude this episode. So everyone that was watching this stream, thank you. Stay tuned to our next stream where we're gonna be playing at least 2 games. And yeah, see you next time. Peace.